Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you are having a beautiful day. Welcome to match day number 22 of the Russian Premier League. Zenit St. Petersburg were on an away game to Krylya. So what does that mean for us? We are at the moment on the top of the table, and with 3 points, we are going to have a cushion, an extra few points from Krasnodar to have a bigger lead. More simply put, that if with today's victory, if we were to win today's match against Krylya, we would have two games in hand, meaning that if we keep winning our matches, then Krasnodar would have needed two more victories and they would have more pressure on their side. So this game, even though we were playing a team, a club that is in the mid table, that is not the best, but not the worst either, it's still it should have been an easy victory for us, and we should not take this challenge seriously. Even with the fact that knowing that Krylya are seventh in the standings, it is still a challenge for us. Krylya are still very hungry, but we have to be hungry as well. We are trying to win a championship here. We're trying to be league champions, and to show our quality, we have to show why we are champions and show that mindset. So very, very important game for us. And here we go, away match at Krylya. Very important match, very much needed of a 3 points here. So final score, we come to Krylya and it ends in a draw. We lose 2 points, we drop 2 points for absolutely no reason. I'm extremely disappointed with this result. Honestly, like I do not understand where we are going. We have to rely on Krasnodar. Our lads, they just cannot finish. They have a hard time staying hungry. I don't know what's the problem. There's too many problems. Sometimes it's a defense problem. Sometimes it's an offensive problem. Sometimes it's the management problem. We have so many problems, so many small problems. Yes, at the moment they are minor problems, but if we do not wake up now, we are going to have a terrible end of season, and it is approaching very, very fast. So after this draw, after today's match, we have 8 more matches remaining in the league. So that is very, very minimal. This is not a lot of matches, and in a blink of an eye, we are already going to be very, very soon at the match day number 30, the last week of the season. So we are approaching very fastly, and we do not feel like we are champions. We do not feel like we are a team of champions. We don't have that mindset, and I would be really surprised if we were gonna be crowned champions once again. Last year we worked hard. Last year we fought hard. But this team, this new team, we have talent. We have a good bunch of players, but they don't have the proper mindset. They don't have the hunger needed to win matches, and their finishing is just terrible at the moment. There's so many goals that we could have scored, but I do not know what our strikers are doing. And yes, Ivan Sergeyev and Mateo Casiera, they are brilliant this year. But even Casiera, he didn't do much in today's match. He had a few chances there and there, but not anything special. And today he had a more of a slow game in my eyes. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but in my eyes, Mateo Casiera could have been more productive. And Wilson Isidore, I don't see any quality from him. I feel like I used to be a fan of him. I still believe that I'm gonna give him a whole season to see how he plays. There's still 8 big matches left, but at the moment I am not too keen on Wilson Isidore and Ivan Sergeyev as well. He had a very slow match. He didn't do much, and he didn't have much productivity. And I was really surprised by the lack of quality from Ivan Sergeyev and Casiera. These are two very brilliant players, very elite players that whenever you need them, they will be there for you with big goals. But today, the only man that showed up was Artur Guimaraes, and he scored a beautiful goal, but just was not enough. We had a few chances there and there to score some big goals, but just could not find the back of the net, and that is unacceptable because we really need those victories bad. And a lot of these goals that we miss A lot of them are difficult, yes. They are professionals at the end of the day, and it's a lot of pressure. But some of these goals, they are supposed to be in the back of the net. They are still professionals, and it is just sitters. It's okay to miss from time to times, but missing these type of goals on a weekly basis is unacceptable. And you ask yourself the quality of the squad, then you start questioning, are they truly a good squad? Are they truly a squad that will work out? And Pedrinho, he needs to come out more. He is a quality player, such a young age, but so mature for his age. Very good player, and he will be a part of our future. But there's so many players that I'm questioning whether they're going to stay with Zenit because they have no quality. They are lacking confidence, and I'm not happy with the fact that Barrios was starting. I wasn't happy with the fact that Claudinho was starting. I wasn't happy with the fact that Wendell was starting. Our whole midfield, very questionable. I mean, they are quality players, but they need to be sit down. They need to be humbled. And my reasoning for that is they're taking things too lightly at the moment. They don't have the killer mindset. And I'm thinking that they're not serious about football at the moment. And I'm not hating on these players. They're quality players, and we've seen it that when Claudinho, when Barrios, when these big midfielders they play their game, and when they're hungry, when they're focused, they're brilliant players. And it's always a joy to watch them play good football. But at the moment, in the last few matches, time and again, week in, week out, they keep making big mistakes. They're not focused, they're not serious about football, and their quality is just very questionable at a point where a lot of Cincinnati fans are saying to sell Claudinho, to sell Barrios, to sell Wendell. And I'm starting to think that I'm starting to agree with them because it is getting frustrating. And 8 matches, like I said in the beginning, 8 matches is not a lot, and we have to defend our championship. And at the moment, we don't have the hungerness in us. And I feel like we're just gonna give away our championship. We're not gonna be able to defend, and I think we do not deserve to be champions this season. We have not shown any quality. We have not shown uh, any focus. We're taking this way too easy, and we're not focused at all. And I'm also starting to think, I don't know, I'm just so hesitant with Sergei Semak. He was successful in the past, and last year he was brilliant as well. But this season, I do not know what he's doing. His substitutions are very questionable, and his starting lineups are very questionable as well. Like today's starting lineup was terrible. Like I did not know exactly what he was doing. That midfield that he picked up was terrible. Like I'm not hating on these players, their quality when they play their game, but if you know that these players are not performing in the last few matches, why even put these three together? You can have somebody that is more hungry, that does not get more matches or does not get more time on the pitch, but you still start these three together, and they are at the moment a bit lazy, and they need to be sat down, and they have to and see and learn. They need to get their mindset back. They need to get their winning mentality back. That's all I'm asking from a lot of the veterans on our squad. That's all I'm asking. The good point that I do like about today's match is at least we didn't lose. I would say at least that's a good point. At least we didn't drop a full 3 points. That would have been really bad. But at the moment, comparing our standing with Krasnodar, we only have a 2 point difference with them. We're at 41 and they are at 39. So if they win, I think they're playing tomorrow. If they win, they will have an easy lead over us, and we will be back into pressure, and we will be back into second place. So we're gonna have a a big time and difficult time to chase them, because I feel like Krasnodar are playing some good football, even though they're also dropping points. But they have the focus and they have the drive, and I've been looking at their highlights, and they are a good team, and they will put a lot of pressure on us. So we have to be really, really careful. And one last thing that I really like, that I've been really surprised this year, is how quickly Denis Adamov has become a starter. I was expecting Kirjakov to still be a regular starter. And Denis Adamov, I did not expect him to play that many matches, but he quickly became a starter, and I'm really happy with that because it shows that Sergei Semak at least knows what he's doing with the goalkeepers. And Kirjakov, as we know, he is aging. He is still a legendary goalkeeper, but we have to keep his age in our minds, and the age factor, it's still very important to see. And with goalkeeping, it's very difficult to find a quality goalkeeper, and we have found Denis Adamov, who on his day plays some good football, and he's a beautiful goalkeeper, a very strong goalkeeper. And but like every goalkeeper, when their defense makes a lot of mistakes, it puts a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper. And like today, we gave away a very bad goal, a defensive mistake in my eyes. So it wasn't totally Denis Adamov's fault. I believe, I may be wrong, but that's what I believe. I do believe that it was a defensive error once again, and the quality of our defense keeps struggling a bit there, and we are struggling to keep clean sheets, which is very concerning, very alarming. I do believe, because like they say, attacks win games, defense win championships. So if our defense is struggling, we're gonna have a tough time winning a championship. So but I'm still happy to see Adamov becoming a regular starter, and he will take away a lot of the games. And at the moment, he's playing 80% of the games, and Kirjakov plays from time to time, sharing this time on the pitch with Vazoitin. So I'm really glad with that, and I'm happy that Kirjakov is having a very valuable break. So we keep pushing, I would say, and we have 8 more matches in hand. We just have to keep focused and just see what's ahead of us. At the moment, we are terrible. We're being humbled, and it does not look like we're going to be champions. And our championship mentality is just not there, and we do not deserve to be champions. All simply put like that. Other clubs deserve it way more than us. We are just terrible, and our mindset is terrible, and very, very disappointed with today's game. It's a game that I hope we forget, because I'm not at all happy, and I hope that the boys in there, no smiles in there, because there's nothing to be happy about. I do not care if it's a draw. That should have been a match that we should have won if we are true championship quality club. But indeed, we are not at the moment, and we will see what happens at match day number 30. That's all I can say. No expectation on my side anymore. I'm tired of this club's mentality. So I'll still say Slava Zenit. I still love Zenit, but I'm tired of the bad performances. So spasiba for watching my video. Spasiba to all. I wish you all a good night. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.